message is for Scorpio for July 2020 in the area of love. Did a pre-shuffle. Let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio. Scorpio, your situation is the Sun. So many good readings so far. So you're just really coming into July with a lot of joy in your partnership. The two of you are kind of taking a break from your responsibilities and just enjoying life. Like you are going out as much as you can, as much as your state will allow at this point. And, despite everything that's going on in the world, there's a lot of trouble in the world, but you are really taking the time to enjoy each other and, finding the reasons that you got together in the first place, or if this is a new partnership, you may have just met someone and you're both really having a lot of fun. Let's see what your partner's is at the moment. They're the Star. They could be in Aquarius. We have two major arcana so far, so that's some very powerful energy. They are just being very giving. They're being very giving at the moment. I almost feel like it's like if this is a new relationship, they might be, we're all our best selves in the beginning of the relationship, right? So they're kind of, they seem like the perfect person right now. Just keep in mind that, nobody's perfect. And I'm not saying that they're a bad person or anything, but like I said, we do bring our best self. Or if this is a relationship you've been in for a while, like they've got this renewed energy and they're kind of bringing their best self to the table right now. And you, Scorpio, the Hermit, three major arcana. So that the Hermit means Virgo. It could be a Virgo. So the Sun could be Leo. It's generally not necessarily Leo, but the Star is Aquarius. The Hermit is Virgo. So I think you are kind of realizing how good this could be. Like maybe you had a series of bad relationships, or if you've been with this partner for a while, maybe there's been a lot of trouble and you were kind of like forgetting why you're even with this person in the first place, and now it's this renewed joy. Or you're like, wow, I finally met someone who is everything I want and who's really like makes me happy. And that's something that you were lacking in the past, is this, or even if it was just in the recent past, there hasn't been a lot of happiness. Let's see what your desires are at the moment, although I don't imagine what they could be because it seems wonderful so far. Scorpio, your desire is you have the Ace of Swords reversed. So I guess somewhere in the back of your mind, you're kind of like, you're a little bit sad in the back of your mind because that this period will come to an end eventually, that it can't all be fun and games forever. So you are kind of like, you just want this to last forever. But I would say don't let that infringe on the happiness that you're feeling now. Like really try to live in the moment, because that, and that's true, and these periods can't necessarily last forever, but try not to have it so overwhelming that it ruins the moment that you are having. And your partner's desire, they have the Five of Pentacles reversed. So they are aware that maybe you came out of this period of not being so happy, and like I think they feel guilty about it almost, and they feel as though they might have led you astray, or if it's a new partner, they feel as though you might have been led astray in the past. They just know that you've been going through a tough time, and the reason they're bringing all this to the table and things are looking so up is because they really just want to make you happy. They just want to make you happy. Let's see what your challenges are, Scorpio. Two of Wands. So this renewed energy has completely recharged you, and so in addition to kind of having this in the back of your mind, it's not going to last forever. It's kind of, you're also like, okay, well, where do we go from here? How can we kind of change things or establish things so that we can have as many of these moments as possible? That's your challenge. That's your struggling with keeping these other thoughts in the back. You're looking too far ahead, I think, is your challenge. You have this in the back of your mind. It's not going to last forever, so you keep looking ahead because you want to do everything you can to make this last. Again, just try to stay in the moment. Those answers, I feel like those answers will come to you, but you can't get too caught up in them. And your partner's challenges, they have the Nine of Wands. So there's a little bit of that energy on their end as well. They they're also not sure if they are really, I think they're really more focused on your happiness and making sure that you're having a good time, and they kind of sense this feeling in you of wanting this to last forever, and they're not sure, they don't sense what the feeling is specifically. They just sense that there's like this little bit of anxiety, and they don't know what that's about. So you might want to communicate with them, and maybe communicating that with them will help you be more in the moment, because they're a little nervous about that because they sense the anxiety and they're not sure if it has to do with them or not. Let's see what your outcome is, Scorpio. You got the 6 of Wands in reverse. So I would say definitely be very careful right now, because if you get too caught up in this energy of looking too far ahead and not being in the moment, then what you're going to find is that you're not going to come out on the other end with the things you want. It's ironic because like you feel as though looking ahead is going to bring you what you want, but really being in the moment and being happy with this person is what is going to inspire the both of you to create more moments like this in the future. If you're too busy looking too far ahead and having anxiety about that, your partner may feel as though, okay, well, like no matter what I do and no matter what we are, this person's never happy. So how is that going to inspire more happy moments? So be really careful about getting too caught up in that energy. And your partner's outcome, they got the King of Cups. So they're going to continue to bring the love for the month of July. Whether you get too caught up in this energy or not, it's going to remain this way, at least for now. But I would encourage you to stay in the moment as much as possible. Let's look for a little bit more clarification on the outcome for the both of you. I'm using the Return of Spirit Oracle deck. So we're going to take a look at Scorpio for the month of July. What is going to be the outcome for them and their partner or potential partner? Scorpio, July 2020. Rejuvenation. Yes, definitely. This is definitely a period of rejuvenation. That is what they were searching to give you. That's why it's so happy. You're going to come out of this, rejuvenated either way. If you want more of this in the future, you have to make sure that you don't get too caught up, and they're going to come out of this rejuvenated too. I kind of feel like your partner is a very giving person, and this is definitely going to end well for now. But if you're not careful about where your mind is at, it's going to kind of determine, whether or not these periods like this continue in the future. So have faith in the fact that this is going to be a good month. It's going to rejuvenate you. It's going to be happy, and just go with it and just live with it and be in the moment. Okay? So I hope everything works out for you, Scorpio. The choices are up to you, and thanks for listening.